To make sure that we finish. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stepping Up 2022 Hackathon. All right. So as you can see, I am very excited. I'm really excited to have you all here, and especially excited for our participants, and because they will have, they have this opportunity to add something to their portfolio, and I'm so blessed to be part of that. And I can't wait to see their projects and whatever they've been working on this summer. This is the end, basically. So a little bit about what to expect through to like this session right now, but also throughout the hackathon. So right now, we will start with a short panel. We'll have our judges when they get to share about themselves, and they're actually going to give some advice about the journey in this hackathon. If we don't have time, because we would need to start at 6 with the mentoring, with the official hackathon. If we don't have time for questions, feel free to add them on Slack. However, please do not ask them to help you with your project, because they will look at that at the end. This is why you have the mentoring sessions to help you with that. So I hope that's clear. All right, now after we have the panel, you will be joining your first mentoring session where you will be meeting with some of the coaches, and then you can ask questions about your projects. This is what the mentors and the coaches, their job is, to help you with the projects. They have been briefed about your project. They know what you have started with in the summer, and now you can ask them specific questions. So whatever it is for you, we haven't really briefed them much about what you're going to ask them, because we don't know what you're going to ask them, but you feel free to ask them for any support possible. When it comes to the coaching sessions, you will have about 6 of them throughout from now until the end of the hackathon. There's like 6 coaching sessions over the weekend. And those sessions are designed for you to meet with your coaches and ask specific questions about your project, and for them to help you clarify things. If you feel stuck, this is the time for you to ask your mentors. If for some reason the coaches cannot answer a specific questions, they may get back to you on Slack to answer that question after the mentoring, the coaching session. Or if you feel like it's really stuck, ask Jada. Jada was the one that helped prepare this whole curriculum. So no pressure on, don't feel like you have to ask Jada, but please ask Jada. And if she can't answer, then we can find the answer for you. Now, one other thing that I'm very excited that, throughout the hackathon, having been in some hackathons in the past, I know it can get very stressful and you feel stuck and you feel like, I don't know what to do. This is why we also created some de-stressor sessions for you. You have already received a calendar invite for this, so you probably asked, like, what are these stressor sessions? Honestly, we have invited some special guests to come through for this designated times to help you relax, help you take your mind off your project for a little bit. I know for me that when I get stuck on something and I feel like I don't know what to do, I can meditate for 5 minutes, or I can just play a game for 5 minutes, just take my mind away from that specific project. Actually helps, so that when you come back, you can now focus back on your project. So we have those things designed for you. We have them created for you, and you have the calendar invites. We will also be sharing that on Slack. So we have the Slack channel that we already added you there, and you will be you'll be notified when the distressor, this is a tongue twister, distressor session comes up, and you can just join in and feel free to follow whatever the instructor, the special speaker, is going to share with you. So now, another 2 things that we have for you for the hackathon is the 2 workshops that was going to happen, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. The one on Saturday is going to be an AI and machine learning workshop, where we have Ayad here. Ayad, wave. This way, yeah, Ayad here. He's going to run this session for you. You have received the calendar invite already. If we will be putting that on Slack as well for you to have that link ready. Now you don't need to look on your emails for your calendar invite. So you'll have that ready. So join that to learn more. This is a really great way to learn about the future and the innovation. And also, I think it could probably be beneficial for your projects as well, from what I remember in the summer. So please, join that session when it's ready. And then on Sunday, we have Selena. Selena, you can wait. Selena is going to run a session to help prepare you for your pitching. So it is going to be, I believe it's called a presentation and pitching skills. Now, why we created this for you for Sunday? Because on Sunday, like drum roll, on Sunday, we will have you guys are going to be pitching your project. And I'm so excited to see that. Like, we've been sitting here for all this time. Like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So, well, also, you will, just so you know, that pitch will give your teams a chance to win $1,000 scholarship. So I know, speaking of winning, we haven't really talked much about with you guys the students. You know how I am. I like to have this big surprises at the end of any workshop or any program, like, hey, and then this, like the Oprah show. So yes, so you will be entering, your team will be entering the chance to win $1,000 scholarship. So you can divide that between each team member. So speaking of winning, the categories that will be considered are design, front-end development, back-end development, and pitch deck presentation. Now, your judges will have the rubric, and they will be looking at your presentation, and they will decide what it is. I don't want you to focus on I'm going in to win for the design, or I'm going to win for the front end or back end or pitch or anything. I want you to focus on learning, because honestly, this whole program has been designed for you to learn. Don't focus, I'm going to be here to win, because at the end of the day, you will walk away winning because you have been in this program. So that's what I want you to think about. Win because you have a project that you can add to your resume, you can add to your project list, you can add to your portfolio that you have done this. So this is going to help you in the long run. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the panel of our panel today. And we will have Ayad, Selena, Trisha, and Naomi, who are also your judges. And then also we're going to have Jada to be part of this panel as well, because I would like for her to share some insight as well. And the way that we're going to run this panel will be, I'm going to start with Jada, because I already kind of know her. So I'm going to start with Jada for her to share about herself. So Jada, if you don't mind unmuting and introducing yourself. And then once you're done introducing yourself, please pass on the virtual mic to the next person that you think should talk.
Yes. So hello, everyone. I think most people do know me, but my name is Jada. I was the curriculum designer for the STEMMing Up program in the summer, and I've been working with the students since then to prepare their projects for the hackathon. I started as a STEMMing Up student in 2019 and have stayed involved with Revolution in various different roles since then. And I will pass the mic on to Selena.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be here. My name is Selena. I am a developer at Shopify, mostly backend, but a little bit of full stack. I've been there for about 3 years. And before that, I graduated from the University of Waterloo for the computer science program. So if any of you are interested in going to the University of Waterloo or you have questions about that, I'm always happy to chat and give some advice. I know picking post-secondary can be a stressful decision, and a lot of you are probably in that boat right now. What else? I will be a judge, and I'll also be hosting the presentation and pitching skills workshop on Sunday. So I hope you're looking forward to that. It'll be a little bit of a fun way to get all the nerves out and just enjoy presenting to each other before your final pitches for the hackathon. So I'm super looking forward to it. And thanks for having me. I will pass it on to Naomi.
Hi, everyone. So sorry about that. The unmute button keeps avoiding me for some reason. I'm Naomi. I am a network engineer at Bell Canada. I've been working there for about 8 months, and I graduated at York University in computer engineering. So if you want to come become a York UE instead of a Waterloo fan, I don't judge. I come to our university. We're pretty great. And I am going to be a judge for this hackathon, and I'm super, super excited, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And thank you so much for having me. York gang, yes, Jada. And I will pass it on to Ian.
Hey everyone, my name is Iad, another York University advocate. I also graduated from York with a Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering. And then I loved it so much, I went back for a Master's of Applied Science, York University in Civil Engineering, with emphasis in machine learning. So I do have a bit of a coding and machine learning background. I'm going to be one of the judges. Right now, I'm actually working at a company called Arup, which is multidisciplinary engineering. I know it's not as cool as like Shopify or Bell, where you probably know it. But we basically do different projects, including if you live in Scarborough. Right now, one of my projects is Scarborough Subway Extension, where we're bringing a line to Scarborough. And we have projects all around, including the expansion of the Vaughan line up to Vaughan. And if you went to York, Bergeron was also built by Arup. Anyway, enough about that, but I'm excited to continue on watching this hackathon and being a judge at the end.
Thank you. And now we're going to pass on the virtual mic to Tricia. You want to
Thanks.
introduce yourself? Thank you.
Yeah, Arup is awesome. I love them. I've worked with them for years. Not that it matters anymore because it was about 1 million years ago, but I went to Ryerson University for interior design. That's not what I ended up doing for my career. I spent 10 years as a lighting designer, and I've now been at Dyson for 3 years as a business development manager, and I will be one of your judges.
Ooh, that's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to go back in the same order for you guys to share some advice for the participants. How could they make this life and this hackathon better? What kind of advice do you have for them? And Jada, you can start with you.
Sure. So I think in recent years, done a few online hackathons. And I think the most important thing I learned from it is communication. Like, make sure you communicate with your team, especially in the virtual setting. You're not all kind of in a huddle coding together, but just, stay on Slacks, jump on calls when you need to, and yeah, have fun. That's the other thing. And I guess I'll pass it to Selena.
Awesome. Thanks, Jada. Yeah, definitely have fun. That's a great one. I think my biggest advice, aside from having fun, would be think about why you're building this. Hopefully the answer is for you. You're not here to impress us at the end of the day. You're here to impress yourselves. And if you build something because you care about it, you care about the learning behind it, you care about how it might be used and who might use it in the future, that's going to really reflect in the quality of your work, the enjoyment you have when you're building it. And then we will see that as the judges, and anyone who ever looks at this project will see that. It will be reflected. So impress yourselves. I'll pass it to Naomi.
Okay. One advice that I would like to give is don't forget to pitch. Don't leave it to the very end. Sometimes you get so focused on the actual design and the back end that you forget that you have to sell it. So don't forget that's the last part that's going to be left with the judges, the last part that's going to be left with anyone. And you really want to sell your work and how much you put into it and how much love you put into it. So don't forget to really sell it at the very end. That's a key point. Don't forget that. And I'll pass it on to Ian.
Sorry,
Yeah.
before you go, I was going to mention, if you all don't know, Naomi and Iyad were the ones that have created the LHACs in the past. They're like the original LHACs OGs. So they
Yeah, the
really are.
OGs from 2020.
Yeah, so they have done a lot in that, so this is why they come in with that advice for you as a hackathon, like being part of the hackathon. Sorry,
Yes.
Iyad, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, it brings memory for sure since it was in 2020 and it was one of the best things in 2020 and everything went downhill from that event. After that event, it was in February, so everything went after. But if I have one advice for you is to keep going. Don't be scared to make mistakes or finding obstacles. I know it kind of looks discouraging, and this is something even I face sometimes at work. Sometimes I get a task that I might not know so much into what exactly I'm going to do, but I take it one step at a time and you trip on it, and before you know it, you already finished what you wanted to complete and you've done well. So keep it going. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and ask for help when you can.
And Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha, yeah.
That was all really great feedback from everyone, and that was kind of my my sentiments as well. But one extra thing I would add as well is, if you do get stuck, just remember what you're passionate about, why you came here, why you want to do this, because the second you remember, like, hey, I'm really passionate about this and I'm really great at it because I'm passionate about it, that's going to shine through. So remember that when you're presenting, remember that as you're going through your struggles, and you'll do great. Before your presentation, just give yourself 5 minutes, just relax, breathe, read a joke, think about something that really made you laugh or really happy, and that will shine through in your presentation. It'll just calm down. You'll deliver a really great one. So go for it. I know you guys can do this.
Thank you, Trisha. And I might add to this, we have the de-stressor sessions for that. When you feel stressed and you feel you stuck, take advantage of those sessions to help you, to help you calm down, to help you feel like, you can actually go and do this next step and communicate with each other. You have your Slack channels, keep on communicating with each other. And also feel free to ask for help on Slack as well. Like you have the mentoring sessions already created for a certain time, but if you really feel stuck and you cannot wait until that session, just put that question on Slack and somebody's going to be able to jump in to answer that question, or at least it will be on Slack and you can bring it to the next session, the mentoring session. So, and if you have that prepare, like ready ahead of time, and you add it to Slack, at least you give the mentors that come in next a chance to really think about the answer for you. So feel free to add that to Slack as much as possible, use it as much as possible. And we have a couple of minutes, so I'm not sure if anybody have any questions, any of the participants. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Any questions at all? Okay, so if there's no questions, what I will say is that, well, I am really, really excited. Thank you to the panelists and the judges to share, their encouragement, and to Jada. The reason why I wanted to bring them in and we thought it was a good idea is for you to actually become more familiar with people that are going to look at your products, your projects at the end of the day, and to see they're human just like you. And they're not here to judge you, they're just here to help you in with your work later on, whatever the case may be at the end of the day. So don't feel like, oh, those are bad people. They're amazing. They're amazing. You already know some of them. They're amazing. They're people just like you. And hopefully that will calm you down a little bit. And now, whew, I'm just going to say this is going to be the end of the session, like the opening ceremony. Good luck, everyone. I know you got it. Just so you know, I'm already very proud of you because I have seen the work you have done so far in the summer. And I know that your projects on Sunday is something that I'm looking forward to. This is better than Christmas. This is my Christmas present, my holiday present. This is what I'm getting from Santa. So I am so excited to see your guys's your projects at the end, and get ready for your presentation, for your mentoring, for the coaching session. I don't know, it's so confusing. Mentoring, coaching. Get ready for your help. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. We will put those links on Slack. And I can't wait to see the buzz going on Slack from now on. So good luck, everybody. Yay!